Her voice not coming. Voice not coming. Hello, sir.
Sarah, your reaction, eh?
Good, up, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Diana. Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm tired.
Tired?
I had a very busy day.
Right. You had a very busy day. And I didn't know, Diana, you're a farmer.
My father-in-law.
Okay. And you know how to help him.
Yeah.
Guys, Diana, the pretty lady you see in the class, helps her father-in-law with the farming, sowing some things. I don't remember what she wrote there. She sowed something in the fields. What was that? Lentils?
Um, yeah, it was. Oh, I forgot.
Never mind, never mind. I'll just go and check what you had written. You had a message here.
Bali.
Barley. Yes. Wow. Interesting. Okay. In India, when we think of farmers, female farmers, or women who help farmers, we don't think of a woman like Diana. You know what I'm trying to tell you guys? Think of a typical farmer in India, someone who is
Sir,
working
my
in,
grandfather is also farmer.
yes, someone whose grandfather is, father-in-law is a farmer and who's helping her father-in-law in the fields. Think of that
Sir,
lady.
I am also farmer.
You are also a farmer, Aditya. Okay, good to know that. Very good to know that. So,
Sir, I live in currently I live in Faridabad.
hello, Zafri. How are you doing? And he's your cousin. I
I'm
met
fine.
him.
Yes, sir.
I don't remember. Could you remind me his name, please? Zafri, could you remind me his name? I just forgot his name. Your cousins.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Arpit.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Zafri, what's your cousin's name? The one I met, the one who came here?
Mudassir.
Mudassir. All right. Yes.
Yes, sir, Mudassir. Hasmi.
Yeah. You are still at the shop. Today, we are going to continue with our reading, intensive reading.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Dharmendra.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I will have to start a new class, but not now. Maybe after a class is over. I will start an online class, only online class for Aditya, for Saurabh, for Dharmendra, for you, because you have joined this class in the middle, you know? So it would be better if you guys join the new batch when I start. Maybe in 1 month's time, 2 months' time, I'll do it. But until then, you keep studying in this class. Okay. Nandini isn't here today. And Suman, for you, we have physical class. All my classes are separate, either physical class or online. No classes will be both. So those who study outside Bihar Sharif, they will only study in an online class, of course, right? And those who live in Bihar Sharif, they'll only join the physical class. Yes. You have an option to join the morning class, 7 o'clock class, and it will be so good for you. We have a lovely environment in the class, very focused students, very sincere learners, very passionate
Sir, I
learners.
also live in Bihar, but I currently live in Faridabad.
You are from Bihar, but you are living in Faridabad, and you're not gonna be
Yes,
here for
sir,
the
1 month
physical class.
only. I come 1 month only Faridabad.
And
But
then you will
ending up
come.
is 7
And then where in Bihar do you live, Aditya?
Patna.
Oh, I see. Still, you will have to join the class online.
Sir, but my home is Nevada.
Oh,
But
okay.
live in Patna.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So let us continue
Yes, sir.
with the text that we were reading. Today we are going to read the second part of the text. 1910. You have the wrong book, Anshu Beta. You need the other book, the practice book. Do you have the practice book? None of you. Suman, I've given you the practice book. I have given you only one. I'm sorry about that. Okay, you have your mobile phones on with you. Okay, take out your mobile phones and take a look at the text. I've been busy lately, and that's why I am not really able to give you books. Okay, 1910 to 1927. Hollywood is born. 1910 to 1927. Hollywood is born. In the early years, in Hindi, we will say, in the early years. How do you think you will translate this phrase in Hindi? In the early years. Very good. Very nice. शुरुआत के दिनों में. Okay, I'll say शुरुआती सालों में, right? Okay. In the early years, American films were made in or near New York. Again, we can make a question. What is the verb in this sentence, everybody? First of all, identify the subject and the verb. In the early years, American films were made in or near New York.
Verb.
Be verb, right, everybody? You agree? The verb is be verb. So if you want to change it to a negative sentence, it's easy. What will you say? American films were not made, were not made in, let's say, California, right? In the early years, American films were not made in California. Very good. So once you recognize the verb of the sentence, it becomes very easy for you to change the sentence into negative, to form a question sentence, because the nucleus is the verb. Once you understand the verb, it becomes so easy. Everything revolves around the verb. In the early years, American films were made in New York or near New York. Okay, so here the verb is not made. The verb is be. And that's why the question will be, where? Go ahead, guys. Where कहाँ बनती थी शुरुआती फिल्मों? In the early years, where? Okay, when we are forming a
Where
question.
were film made?
Yes, Saurabh, very good. When we form a question and the sentence has be verb, then we alter the order. We change the order. So we'll say where, instead of American films were, we will say were American films. What will we say? Were American films. Where were American films made? In the early years, where were American films made? The answer is in New York or near New York. Okay, you are still struggling, guys. You are still struggling. Listen to me. If you notice the verb, if it is be verb, the story is very simple. With be verb, the formula is you put the verb be verb before the subject when you are making a question. So here, the subject is American films. So you put be verb before American films and you make it a question. Where were American films made? Where were American films made? Does it sound logical to you? What I'm saying convinces you? Where were American films made? Made is just nothing. Your main focus should be on be verb. Where were American films made? So in the early years, American films were made in New York or near New York. My voice is not clear. Clearly, no, beta, clear. My voice is not clear. You need an adjective, beta. My voice is not clear. Clear. Clear is an adjective. Voice is a noun. Your voice is not clear. Or your voice is not clearly. Which is correct? Your voice is not clear. An adjective, okay? Your handwriting is not beautiful. Your handwriting is not. Handwriting is a noun, okay? Your house is not beautiful, okay? Your clothes are not clean, right? So you need an adjective. Shams beta, you don't need clearly. Your voice is not clear. If you want
I
to
can't
use the
hear
word,
you clearly.
yes, I can't hear you very clearly. I can't hear you very clearly because here is a verb. So you need an adverb. I can't hear you very clearly. I can't hear you clearly. Clearly is an adverb. You need a verb to talk about an adverb, to use an adverb. I can't hear you clearly. साफ साफ नहीं सुन पा रहे आपको अच्छे से नहीं सुन पा रहे I can't hear you clearly. It means your voice is not clear. Yes. Okay. ये अभी जो मैंने किया, I gave you the feedback on his mistake, Sham's mistake. Shams made this mistake now, and I corrected so late, 20 minutes. All right. So, coming back. You see, I responded to his mistake right now. He is listening to me, and everybody else understands this is called a timely, effective feedback. Effective feedback. An effective feedback. If I say, "Beta Shams और मेहनत करो," तो इससे कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा क्या सही हुआ. So that is not a very effective feedback. Shams और ज़्यादा ध्यान दो. This is not effective feedback. अभी जो मैंने किया वो that was effective feedback because I corrected his mistake that your voice is not clearly is wrong because clearly is an adverb. So every time you make a mistake like this, grammatical mistake, and a teacher explains why you're wrong, then that is very effective feedback. Because if you're listening carefully, then it will help you in the future. You will avoid this mistake in the future. Shams, did you benefit from this?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Where is your auntie beta? Message her, ask her why she's not here.
I don't know, sir.
Message her, ask why are you not in the class? Because
Okay,
it's an
sir.
important class, yes. In the early years, American films were made in New York or near New York. But in 1910, many film companies moved to California. You know, the first cinema hall, first Nickelodeon opened in 1905. And for in the early years, means first a couple of years, in the early शुरुआती सालों में, films were made in New York or near New York. But in 1910, a big change happened. Many film companies moved to California. Moved to California. The difference between go and move is permanent. They moved to California, means they settled in California. They said, we will make movies in California. Okay, Anshu moved to Delhi for her studies. She did not go there for 1 or 2 days or 1 week or 2 weeks. She's been there for 1 year and she plans to be there for another year or 2 years maybe, right? So she moved to Delhi for her studies. Okay, if I take the train to Delhi because I have to visit my relative, then I will not say I moved to Delhi. I will say I went to Delhi. I hope you understand. But if I decide to settle down there, start a business there, run a class there, in Delhi, then that will be moving to. Okay. So they moved to Delhi. Who moved to Delhi? Film companies moved to Delhi. Sorry, not Delhi, California. My bad. Because of the sunshine. Because of the sunshine. Sunlight. California is warmer than New York. California is hotter than New York. America is a huge country. The area of the USA is 4 times the area of India. 4 times. India is a big country itself. And America is 4 times bigger. Okay. So, guys, California has more sunshine. California is hotter, is warmer. And which place is better for shooting? Where there is more light? Okay. So they moved to California because of the sunshine. Sunshine means sunlight. Sunshine. Okay. And the scenery. And California is more beautiful. Scenery. The beautiful locations. Okay. So for these 2 reasons, if the question is why, okay, then what why? Why? Come on, can you continue the sentence question? Why?
Why did a film company move to California?
Well done, Saurav. You are giving me immense satisfaction, okay? Because you are getting the concept. Well done. Why? Come, continue, everybody. Saurav got it right, but I want everybody to get it right. Why? Beta, subject here is film companies and the verb is moved. Okay. So we know the drill. We will remove D from move and we will put did before the subject. So the question will be, why did film companies move to California? Right. Another question can be when? When did film companies move to California? Everybody understands? The drill is the same. The formula is the same. Film companies moved. Did film companies move? Okay, beta. Anshu, we don't say film companies were moved. They moved. Okay. So we use the verb in the second form. I went to Delhi. I went nahi. Okay. I lived in Harsharif when I was a child. I lived nahi. I lived. You made a mistake. I have corrected. I read at school, right? Read is the verb. Past tense of read is read. I read at school. So simply I read. Subject and V2. Okay. Please come in. Pretty late today. Okay. Nandini, isn't here any news? Anybody? No. She's my neighbor and I have no news. She didn't inform me why she's absent today. Normally she informs me. Okay. I just want to say one thing to all of you. There are moments in language learning journey when you feel like, oh, you're working hard and you're not improving. Those moments come sometimes, okay? It's very important to be patient. There are a lot of sad moments in language learning journey. Frustration comes sometimes. You know, you work hard and still you feel, I'm not growing, I'm not getting better. You have that feeling sometimes. It is inevitable, means it is a very common feeling people have. At times you feel, I'm not improving as much, especially when you are in the right kind of class. This will happen because when you make mistakes and I correct you, then you may feel, why am I still making mistakes? I've been working hard for such a long time. It happens. Those feelings are natural, but they are not permanent feelings, okay? They go away. After 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 weeks, they go away and you start to feel confident again. So don't take those emotions, negative emotions, very seriously. They're temporary. Okay. Because of the sunshine and the scenery. So the question was, when did the film companies move to California? The answer is in 1910. Another question can be, why did they move to California? The answer will be because of the sunshine and because of the scenery. Okay. I failed the exam because of you. Sometimes people blame other people for their problems. I failed the exam because of you. Okay. I lost that opportunity because of you. In Hindi, tumhari wajah se. In English, because of you. All right. My life is meaningless because of you. All right, very good. Okay. गाना है तेरे कारण कैसे गाएंगे? Because of you, because of you. Actually, there is a song in English as well. Because of you, yes. All right. I'm a wiser person because of you now. I am a wiser person because of you. आपने सामने वाले को भिंगाकर जूता मारा. सुना है ऐसा फ्रेज हिंदी में? इडियम मतलब इंसल्ट करी आपने. हाँ, इनडायरेक्टली. ओके, आई एम अ वाइजर पर्सन बिकॉज ऑफ यू. यानी तुमने जो मुझे धोखा दिया है ना, उससे मैं समझदार बन गया हूँ. आई एम अ वाइजर पर्सन बिकॉज ऑफ यू. यस, वाइजर. Wise, wiser. Tall, taller. Yes. Okay, let's continue. Westerns dash films about cowboys. So beta dash, comma, these things are used to add information about a word that you use. So here the word is westerners. Can you see that? Westerns, not westerners. Westerns, okay? Westerns dash films about cowboys. Now this can be confusing. Do you know what cowboys is? Cowboys? Okay, take a look at the photo here. The same page. The same page. There is a photo called High Noon on the right side. There is a man, he has got a gun, he's wearing very interesting clothes, he's wearing a hat. Okay, he's a cowboy. Okay, so characters like this, films about cowboys. Those films were called westerns. Okay, westerns became very popular. Westerns became very popular. Sorry, Zafri, you are muted. Okay. Where were we? Westerns became very popular. It's certain type of movies. There are all kinds of movies. If there is a movie about love story, we call them romance. If there is a movie about a ghost, we call them horror films. If there is a movie about Ashoka the Great, we call them period films. We call them period films. Let me give you some more. If there is a film like Hangama or Hera Fairy, we call them comedy. If there is a movie like Masti, then you call them romantic comedy. Okay, so there are all kinds of films. If you are watching a movie like Race, then you call it a detective movie or a crime suspense thriller. You call it a suspense thriller. So there are different genres of films. Okay. All right, different categories of movies. So westerns is a category of films. What kind of films are called westerns? Films about cowboys. If you're watching a film, it is about a cowboy, then it can be called a western. Okay. So westerns became very popular, and California was the perfect place to film. To film means to shoot. California was the perfect place to shoot because of the sunshine, because of the scenery, because of the locations. And that was the reason why people moved to, film companies moved to California, okay? By 1914, how do you say it in Hindi?
1914 तक में।
नहीं, कल मैंने ये नहीं सिखा था. Guys, you have to remember what I taught you yesterday. आप भूल नहीं सकते कल वाली बात. Saraf, you gave the wrong answer. Shams, do you want to give the right answer, beta? Anybody wants to give me the right answer? Adib, by 1940. तक से तो नहीं बताया था मैंने तो कल आपको ही लेके एग्जांपल दिया था, याद है?
आगे चलकर।
हाँ, ये सरव
आगे चलकर।
No, you guys forgot. No, beta. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back and look at the first text. The first movie cinema was in 1905. By 1907, there were about 4,000 Nickelodeons. Now you remember? By 1907.
1907 आते.
Remember, Akansha? Yes. Right? It means when we use that by a certain time, I would like to use the whiteboard, but the problem is I cannot turn on the big screen for you guys. But still, I'll do it. Guys, this is 2001, this is 2003, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Okay, you can see we have different years here. 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I started a business here. I started a business. And in 2000, and my business grew here. I have a million, okay? So, by 2005, I became a millionaire. By 2005, I became a millionaire. So when I say by 2005, I became a millionaire, Aditya Peter, stop moving your cursor. Everybody, stop moving your cursor and focus on the lesson. Rishabh Beta, don't play. You guys are allowed to write on this, but don't do anything right now. Just focus on what I'm saying. Okay, I'm saying that by 2005, I became a millionaire. It means the process of becoming a millionaire started earlier, right? And it completed here. By 2005, I became a millionaire. By 2004, I did not become a millionaire. No, by 2005. When I say by 2005, it means I'm focusing on the whole process here, right? And if I say in 2004, if I say in 2005, I became a millionaire, then I'm not focusing on this process. I'm only focusing on this year. In 2005, I became a millionaire. And by 2005, I became a millionaire. Both the sentences are correct, but they suggest two different things. When I say in 2005, I became a millionaire, it means that the process was taking place earlier. Okay, I'm focusing on the whole process. By 2005, I became a millionaire. And if I say in 2005, I became a millionaire, it means I'm not focusing on the process. I'm focusing on the result. In 2005, I became a millionaire. I hope you understand that. So by 2005, 2005 आते आते मैं millionaire बन गया. All right. इसका मतलब ये हुआ इस प्रोसेस में 2001 में मैंने बिजनेस शुरू किया. स्टार्टेड माय बिजनेस इन 2001 और 2005 शुरू होने के पहले 2001 से ये जो पीरियड था ना, इस पीरियड में मैं बना. By 2005 आते आते. अब when I say in 2005, then 2005 में किसी समय. Please understand. In 2005 means sometime in 2005, right? But when I say by 2005, it means before the start of 2005 in a way, or maybe in the early first couple of months of 2005. But again, the focus is on the process. When I said about her yesterday that she will get married in 2031, and by 2034, she will have 3 children. It means she will give birth to 3 children in 2034, 1 year. No, I'm talking about the process. So that's why I gave that example yesterday. By 2034, she will be a mother of 3 children. It means she will not have 3 children in the year 2034. It will be a process which will start in 2031 when she gets married. And by 2034, she will have 3 children. So by yesterday I taught you, and today you forgot. This tells me that you guys don't really value revision. This is a typical error, judgment error students make. They don't appreciate the value of revision. And language learning is very heavily dependent on revision. If you don't repeat the same thing that you learn, then you are not going to feel confident about what you're learning. That's the problem. So everybody understand the value of revision and repetition. So after the lesson is over, why do I share the recording? It becomes easier for you to revise. There are students who revise without the recording as well. They just sit down and do the same exercise again. They read the same text again. This repetition can give you such wonderful results. Try this for 1 week and see how you feel. If something is a bit difficult, then try it at least for 1 week and see if it makes a difference to you. By 2000 and, sorry, not 2000, by 1914, say it in Hindi, everyone. इसका मतलब जो बात बताने जा रहा हूं, what I'm going to tell you is a process. Whenever you say by, then you refer to the process. By 1914, American films were very popular. My question is, did they become popular in 2014? Sorry, in 1914? Did they become popular in 1914? 1 year? No, there was a process. In 1910, California started making films, right? Film companies started making films in California. Westerns became popular slowly and slowly. And by 1914, in the period of 4 years, American films were very popular. तो ये बाई का यूज समझ जाना, नहीं तो बड़ी परेशानी होगी. तक वाला वर्ड नहीं यूज करना, कोई फायदा नहीं होगा उसको, समझ नहीं बनेगी तुम्हारी. ठीक है. By 1914, American films were very popular. And Hollywood became a movie factory. Hollywood became a movie factory. Factory. Do you think movies are made in factories? No. That's why movie factory is written between inverted commas. I want you guys to understand when we use inverted commas. First, we use the inverted commas in the word Nickelodeon. Okay, the term was used. Later, this term was used. Movie factory. Hollywood is a movie factory. Now, Hollywood is a place. Okay, it is not a factory. But you know, factories make things in big quantity. So that's why California was called a movie factory, because it produced a lot of films. By 1914, American films were very popular and Hollywood became a movie factory. It means Hollywood was producing a lot of films. Hollywood is a place, guys. Hollywood is a place in California.
Mumbai is a movie factory too, sir.
Sorry, Zafri? Can you repeat?
Mumbai is a Hollywood, Bollywood factory too.
Yeah, Mumbai is definitely a movie factory for India, no doubt, no doubt. I'm trying to tell you, you have heard the word Bollywood. Bollywood is not a place. It's just a rhyming word for Hollywood. It doesn't exist. Bollywood is the name of the industry. Like films that they make in Mumbai, we call them Bollywood films. Tollywood, Collywood, there are different words. You know, these are just rhyming words. Okay, they are not places, but Hollywood is an actual place. You can say, I live in Hollywood. Hollywood is a city in California. Okay, guys? Hollywood became a movie factory. In the 1920s, studios made about 800 films a year. In the 1920s, film studios made about 800 films a year. And comma, after comma, you see 82% of the world's films. Means 800 films were 82% of the world's films. In the 1920s, about 800 films they were making every year. And these 800 films were nearly 82% of the world's films. It means the rest of the world together, France, Germany, England, India, all of them together, they were producing only 18% together. And Hollywood alone was producing 82% of the films of the world. And movies take your culture to other places. You know, everybody got to know about America because of American films. Hollywood's silent movie stars. Hollywood's silent movie stars such as Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton became famous throughout the world. So American actors were not only famous in America, they became famous everywhere throughout the world. Throughout the world means, you understand? All over the world, yes. Next. (1927 to 1940s). What happened? The coming of sound. You know, films were silent earlier, okay? Hollywood made, what is the subject? What's the verb? You guys can easily see. Tell me. Hollywood made its first movie. Made verb.
Subject Hollywood.
Hollywood. And negative will be?
Didn't.
Hollywood didn't
make.
Didn't make. That's important. So don't just say didn't. Say the whole thing. Hollywood didn't make. That's the negative. Question. Did Hollywood
make?
Okay. Hollywood made its first movie with sound in 1927. Hollywood made its first movie with sound in 1927. It was called The Jazz Singer. It was called